Welcome to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast, the show that delves into the reasons we love to choose, wrap, and share gifts with each other. Hi, I'm your host, Eve Kale, founder of Gift Wrapped by Eve, and I'm on a mission to help you experience the joy of gift giving while also considering the planet. Each episode, I'll be sharing ideas or interviewing guests who will help inspire your choice of gifts and how you present them. Whether that's for your own gifts or products you create or sell in your small business, we'll help you consider how to make small changes that can help your gifting be a little greener. Hello and welcome to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast. Today is another solo episode and it's a short one today because it is half term at the time of recording. And in fact, what I wanted to talk to you about today is some ideas for how you can keep your product business moving during half term and the school holidays. So I'm doing the juggle as well. So my children are home from school this week, and half term can feel like a bit of a juggling act, can't it? You're trying to run your business, keep the children entertained, maybe even grab 5 minutes to drink a hot cup of tea or something. So it's not realistic to power through your usual workload. And that's okay. For me, the reason that I'm running this business is to allow flexibility for things like school holidays. So I'm not trying to do everything, and I hope that you're not trying to do everything as well. So instead of trying to do it all, I suggest focusing on small actions that keep your business ticking over so that when half term is finished, you can go back to doing more than you are this week, but you won't be starting completely from scratch. So I want to talk to you today about 5 things that you can do in 10 minutes or less to stay visible and keep the momentum going over the holidays. So the first idea is just to simply share a glimpse of your week with your audience. So you don't need to do that with a polished post. You can simply share something that you're doing this week. So if you are doing some work while your children are home, this could be something like packing orders at the kitchen table. You could share behind the scenes of how your workspace looks while the children are home. You could show an activity that shows the reality of running a business during the school holidays. Social media stories on Instagram or Facebook are a brilliant place for doing this. They're quick, it's informal, and it's perfect for showing the human side of your business and your brand. Don't shy away from showing the real you. People love seeing that. That doesn't mean that you have to share pictures of your children if you're not comfortable doing that. That's not something that I do. You can share a hint and a glimpse of what you're doing and what it's like juggling things in a way that you feel comfortable doing. Number 2, ask your audience a question. So this is about keeping engagement going during the holidays. Engagement doesn't have to be really, really complicated. You can ask some simple questions like, are you working or taking time off this week? What's your favourite half-term activity? You could ask something related to your product or how it's packaged. So would you prefer gift wrap option A or B? You can do this by using polls if you've got them available, for example, on Instagram stories or in a Facebook group. Or you can just post a short text question or use something like a question box in Instagram stories. When people interact with your content, it's going to keep your business visible without you having to create something big or time consuming. And it gives you an opportunity to have a conversation with people. Idea number 3 is to talk about what is coming next. So if you've got an event, an offer, a webinar, a new product perhaps coming up after half term, now is the perfect time to mention it. So you don't need a full sales post or page. You can just start planting the seed, simply sort of sharing, I've got something exciting coming after half term, keep an eye out. That will start to build curiosity, keep your audience warm, and then when things settle down again next week, you won't be completely starting from scratch. Idea number 4 is to spend 10 minutes starting conversations. So set a timer for 10 minutes, use your phone, or sometimes I use my kitchen timer, and then go and comment where your ideal customers are already hanging out. So that might be some Facebook groups. For example, it could be a Facebook group like my Facebook group. If you're not already in there, then come and join us in Gift Wrapped by Eve, learn eco gift wrapping for your business. You could spend some time on Instagram commenting on relevant posts or on stories, or you could go into networking community groups where your ideal customers are already spending time. So just focus here on genuine conversation. This is not about driving sales. Thoughtful comments can help you build visibility and trust. And if you're thinking, well, I'm not in any relevant Facebook groups, or my Instagram feed, it isn't full of the right people at the moment, spend those 10 minutes either finding some relevant Facebook groups or finding some relevant people who are your ideal customer to follow on Instagram. And finally, number 5 is to start doing a little bit of planning. Think ahead to your next gift occasion. So if you sell giftable products, half term is a great time to start quietly thinking ahead about the next gift occasion you want to focus on. So we've just had Valentine's Day. And today, at the time of recording, it is actually Shrove Tuesday. So, what occasions are coming up next that are relevant for your product? Is it Mother's Day? Is it Easter gifts? Or are you going to focus on something like spring birthdays? Spend 10 minutes jotting down some ideas. What could you create? How could you package it up? What message do you think would resonate most with your ideal customers? A little bit of forward thinking now will really help you after the holidays. And a top tip, if you need some inspiration thinking about what your next gift occasion is going to be, I have got a free download to help you. You can download my 50 occasions ideas list, and I'll pop the link to that in the show notes. You can also go to giftwrappedbyeve.com/freebies and you will find it there too. So this is just a short episode today to remind you that small actions still count. Half term does not mean stopping completely, but it doesn't mean pushing yourself to exhaustion either. So just spending 10 focused minutes here and there can really make a difference. Visibility builds over time, and consistently, even in small doses, is going to help you keep your business moving. So I'd love to know, was this helpful? What is one small action you're going to take this week? If you'd like to let me know how you got on, pop me a message. I'd love to hear from you at eve@giftwrappedbyeve.com. And I will be back next week with another guest episode. So do look out for the next episode. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast. For free resources, head to giftwrappedbyeve.com/freebies and follow Eve on socials at giftwrappedbyeve on Instagram and Facebook.